Hi Griffins, I'm Maddie Foreman and I am on the soccer team here at GP. I'm reaching out to let you all know that you can support my team as well as all of the other athletes at our school by giving your Arizona State tax credit to our school. By giving your tax credit, it helps so many things, such as keep our participation fees low, helps pay for uniforms, sports equipment, and even buses to our away games. So I encourage you to please give your tax credit to our school. The athletic team thanks you.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuning in to the Griffin Sportsnet live broadcast of the boys varsity soccer game between the Glendale Preparatory Academy Griffins and the the River Valley Dust Devils. I am Mr. Weeb, and I'm joined tonight by
Miss Rager. Welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's matchup between the Glendale Prep Griffins and the River Valley Dust Devils. At this time, we please ask that you rise for the singing of our national anthem.
And at this time, we go to the national colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
On the starting lineup for River Valley Dust Devils, we had number 22, Mikey Cervantes, number 9, Johnny Delgado, number 8, Yair Flores,
Number 19, Arturo Ledesma.
number 18, William Moss, number 6, Curtis Olin, number 5, Dylan Paget, number 13, John Skinner,
and number 4, Austin Whittington.
and number 4, Austin Whittington.
Coaches Kenny Reed and Gus Hernandez.
And their coaches are Gustavo
And now,
Hernandez and Kenny
for
Reed.
your Glendale
And Miss Royer will
Prep
give us the
Griffins.
Glendale Prep starting lineup.
Junior, Tyler Page.
Junior, number 8, Tyler Page.
Freshman, Sammy Squires.
Freshman, number 1, Sammy Squires.
Freshman, Hudson Grotti.
Number 6, freshman, Hudson Grotti.
Junior, Jason Butterworth.
Number 4, junior, Jason Butterworth.
Sophomore, Joe Ferris.
Sophomore, goalkeeper, Joe Ferris.
Senior, J.R. Valenzuela.
Number 12, senior, J.R. Valenzuela.
Freshman, Jacob Gibo.
Freshman, number 5, Jake Gibo.
Freshman, Hudson Mcdonald.
Freshman, number 3, Hudson
Senior,
McDonald.
Silas McRoy.
Senior, number 11, Silas
The
McRoy.
junior, Grant Wright.
Junior, number 9, Grant
And
Wright.
the junior, Joe Gibo.
Junior number 7, Joseph
Your
Santokovic
Griffins are
Gibo.
coached tonight by head coach Leo Langford.
They are coached tonight by head coach Leo Langford.
All right, going into this game, it looks like River Valley has a record of 2 wins compared to 4 losses, and GP is going in with a record of 1 win and 4 losses. Currently, River Valley is ranked number 5 in region, and GP is ranked number 6.
Right, this is a region game for both teams, obviously, and so this one really matters. If GP is capable of pulling this one out, we could move up in the rankings, and that would feel really good to get a win tonight.
And it looks like Glendale Prep will start with possession. They're playing on the north side of the field for the first half. And junior Jason Butterworth is waiting for the whistle. Here we go.
The miscommunication. Pass was so hard, I think Joe thought it was intended for someone else. Grant Wright up to Sammy Squires. Sam up to Jason Butterworth. Beautiful turn. A nice through pass, but it gets deflected by the defense. Another Tyler Page attempt. Pulling the ball up. He'll go for it. Sam Squires fights for it. Back to Jason Butterworth. Drops it back to Joe Santokovic Gibo. And the defense kicks it away. I have a good feeling about this game.
All right, looks like a GP throw-in taken by Tyler Page.
Joe Santokovic Gibo gets the ball. Silas to Hudson Grotti. Hudson out to Hudson Mcdonald. Back to Grant Wright. They keep the ball in somehow. Hudson Mcdonald into Joe Santokovic Gibo. A chip to Sammy Squires. He brings it down. Beautiful. Now he's got all this space, and he shoots for goal, and that's in!
Very
Wow!
long shot by Sam Squires, freshman number 1. Sam Squires, long shot to the net. Only less than 2
beautiful.
minutes into regulation time here.
That's phenomenal. Way to go. Yeah, he just had all that time. He was looking to pass. It looked like the entire defense was expecting him to pass. They were covering people in the center, but he just took a shot on goal. Excellent. Well done, Sam Squires. River Valley passing through the center. Sam Squires deflects it off to Joe Santokovic Gibo, who battles up the sideline. Keeps going. Making the same run. Pass it into the center, but that's scooped up by the River Valley goal keep.
It looks like playing keeper for River Valley tonight is John Skinner, Jr., and he managed to get his gloves on that one. Though actually that could be, it looks like they have 2 potential goalkeepers tonight. Could be Kyle Buffett as well. I can't see his number.
Grant Wright to Silas. Silas up the center. It's deflected away by River Valley defense. Hudson Mcdonald gets control off to Hudson Grotti, who passes a beautiful through pass on the ground to Sammy. He has to use all his speed to get there, but he gets there, turns the ball beautiful in the center, headed away by the defense. And a shot by number 6 Grotti, but deflected away.
And it remains to be seen whether that ball was cleared out by River Valley or GP, but it looks like a GP corner kick.
Right.
It looks like Squires will take that kick for GP. Butterworth hoping for a goal here. And attempt by Hudson Mcdonald.
The ball is moved out to number 9, River Valley. He travels up the side of the field, passing to beautiful cross, but too much for number 5.
That was Johnny Delgado moving the ball up the field. His target was Dylan Paget, but it looks like that ball is out of bounds. Paget now to throw in for River Valley.
Okay, that
and
ball
here's
is
Butterworth. Oh.
Seems like a clean contact. Just trip over the ball. Joe Santokovic-Gibo out to Tyler Page, Captain Tyler Page, back to Jake Santokovic-Gibo, who passes through to
That's
Hudson Grotti.
Yep.
Good.
Here's
Up to
J.R.
JR.
Valenzuela.
Oh, and it goes
Shoots
wide.
around the keeper, but it is wide. And the goal kick gets deflected by Butterworth, and an attempt by JR off the top bar.
It's brought down by Grant Wright. Back into the center.
Header by Butterworth, but it's out of bounds. Looks like number 13, John Skinner, to throw in for the Dust Devils.
Hudson to Hudson, back to Grant Wright. Grant into the center. Hudson has to run for it, though. Messy pass to him. Tyler out to Silas. Silas back to Jake. Jake back to goalkeep Joe Ferris. Joe Ferris back out to Grant Wright.
And number 9, Johnny Delgado, trying to work his way around Grant Wright. And textbook stop by Joe Ferris, keeper for the Griffins. That shot was by number 15, Alexis Ledesma of the Dust Devils.
Jason Butterworth passing into the center. That gets deflected out to Sammy. Sammy, beautiful cross into the center.
Pressure by JR. And it looks like number 13, Skinner, clears that one out. But GP will now throw in. Looks like possibly McDonald will take this throw in.
Hudson into the center, bounces right into the goalkeeper's hands.
A long throw by the keeper, intended for, hard to say without being able to see the front of their numbers on the Dust Devil jerseys. That was 19, Arturo Ledesma.
Jason up to Sam Squires. Sam Squires, a through ball to Jason Butterworth.
And Butterworth makes an attempt, but it is deflected off of, it looks like that could have been number 20, Cervantes.
One of the captains, looks like it.
So interestingly enough, just like the GP team, River Valley only has one senior that they're fielding, and the rest of their team seems to be exclusively juniors and sophomores, no freshmen.
Captain William Moss will take the goal kick. Sam Squires collects that, passes up to Jason Butterworth, passes out to Sam Squires again. A shot, and that's collected by the goalkeeper.
Yep, good save by the keeper there. Goes to ground to get his hands on that one.
Hudson to Hudson, back to Hudson, into Jason Butterworth. He turns the ball, gets it out to Joe Santokovic, passes out to Sammy Squires.
Number 4, Austin Whittington applying pressure against the GP side here.
Joe Santokovic takes a long shot from the outside, but it goes wide.
And that one went straight to JR, who shoots, but it looks like number 13, John Skinner, deflects that one out of bounds. Squires to throw in for the GP side.
Squires to Jason, Jason back to Squires, into Joe Santokovic. He's got one player to beat. Crosses it in, but it bounces out.
And Roddy's too slow picking that one up to make another attempt. And here comes River Valley now. I think that's Ledesma. Looks like a call on this play. And a foul called against River Valley. Looks like Grant Wright will take the free kick. What do you think that call was for, Miss Roeger? Unnecessary contact, or?
I think just a foul. Yeah, a foul.
Yep. And knocks the keeper over, and it looks like it bounced over the top. That was J.R. Valenzuela.
You always need to be careful around the goal keep.
Yeah.
It looks like the ref is warning JR about that.
Mm-hmm.
Goal kick, River Valley.
And it ends up right with Hudson Grotti, who passes to Valenzuela, but it ends up out of bounds from GP.
Beautiful throw in by River Valley. Again, another foul on either JR or Joe Santokovic on the Glendale Prep side. Hudson Grotti gets the ball into the center for Jason. Jason out to Sam, who just barely gets it, but he fights through it. Back to Jason. Jason has space. Hudson
Grotti.
through, but a miscommunication.
Grotti had the pass set up, but there was no one where he was expecting. And it looks like we've got perhaps Skinner or Moss once again on the goal kick. And Grotti picks that one up.
And that goes off on number 20, Guadalupe
Cervantes.
Good.
Here's Wright, McDonald, Grotti.
To Joe Santokovic all the way out to Sam Squires. He's going to pass it back to Page, but that is out on
Looks
River
like
Valley.
number 5, Dylan Paget, kicked that one out of bounds, and Page will now throw in for GP.
Joe back to Page. Jake to Joe.
And long attempt by Santokovic-Gibo. But GP will throw in. just outside the Dust Devils box. Butterworth trying to break through.
Cuts back, shot, but the goalkeeper goes down on it.
Excellent save by the goalkeeper. Number 4, Whittington making his way downfield, but now Joe Santokovic has picked up the ball for the Griffins.
He passes to Jake Santokovic, back to Joe, out to Sam Squires. Tried to complete a give and go with Joe. It's just not working. Something in the communication isn't working. Back to Page. A long cross all the way over to McDonald.
A little bit too much power on that as it ends up out of bounds. And here's number 9, Johnny Delgado, supported by number 19, Arturo Ledesma. Attempt, but it's picked up by Ferris.
Sent Grant Wright tumbling, but I don't think there was anything wrong with that play. Jason all the way up to Sam Squires. Sam has time. He crosses it.
Ooh.
Oh, and there's just nobody there. A little too much on that cross. That was a fantastic transition. I don't think we've seen a faster transition than that.
Yep.
That was really well done. That's the sort of speed that you need to get the attack off.
And Joe Santokovic picks up that goal kick, sends it over to Grotti.
Back to Joe Santokovic, through ball to Jason Butterworth. Tries to send it up, but there's
no one there, and it looks like that ball was just donated to the horses. Nope, it's still on the pitch. Excellent.
Yeah, it's odd that they kicked that ball out. He had plenty of time to turn it. Page into the center, but that gets deflected by River Valley. They're now back into the center, but picked off by Grotti from behind.
And McRoy sends it back up to McDonald.
And River Valley passes the ball out of bounds again. Grant Wright will take the throw-in for Glendale Prep. A bit slow on the release there, and so River Valley sends it out of bounds again.
Yep. And here's Butterworth. Santokovic out to Squires.
Squires back to Santokovic. A long shot, but it goes wide. Again, just kind of bouncing along the ground. That's a good shot. It's hard to stop for goal keeps.
Yeah.
If it's on target. And Joe needs to take those shots because you don't want them to leave you alone at the top of the box. You want them in your face, and then the next time you can dribble around them and get a better shot. So you want to draw the pressure at the top of the box.
Yep. And GP certainly has been making a lot of longer attempts, both in passing and shots on goal for the last, probably 15 minutes ever since that first goal by Squires.
Hudson Mcdonald throws into Grant Wright. The defense to Grotti. Oh, a little bit too much. Too far away from Grotti. Tyler gets the ball. Passes up to Joe. Out to Sam, but there's too much on that ball too. Again, we're not anticipating where the passes are going to go as well as we should. We're just moving a little bit slow. Joe gets that ball anyway. Passes through. Beautiful ball to Sam. Sam into the side of the net. Good shot, but into the side of the net.
Yeah.
Again, communication. He needs to know where his strikers are in the center. Number 9, Delgado takes the ball down for River Valley. His sister was on the sister, cousin, relative was on the girls' team.
And is that Delgado who went down there?
Yes.
Yes. He's back up on his feet. And it looks like foul called against the Griffins. And Delgado will now take the free kick for the Dust Devils. Long attempt. And a shot on goal by, it looks like that could be number 15. That's Alexis Ledesma. It was stopped by Griffin's keeper, Joe Ferris.
Good shot, though.
Very good shot. And Ferris rushing out to snag that ball. Pressure by Arturo Ledesma on the Dust Devil side. Long pass up to Squires from Joe Santokovic-Gibo.
Into JR. JR tries to pass back, but it's a clumsy pass, and Jason isn't able to get it. Sams picks it up. Passes again to JR.
And Will McDonald, attempt by McDonald, but it is
batted
not on
out of
target.
bounds by the goalkeeper, so it looks like it should be a corner kick. Oh, no. They are going to give it to River Valley. Jason back to Tyler Page, Captain Tyler Page.
Long pass by Squires. Looks like he was looking for McDonald, but Dust Devils defense clears that out of the box.
Sam gets the ball again, passes back to Tyler Page, and headed out by the Dust
That looks like
Devils.
that could have been number 5, Paget.
Page back to Sam Squires. Another pass across the field. Brought down by Grotti and Mr. Wright, Grant Wright.
And botched pass by Wright ends up with the Dust Devils. They've now passed over to number 9, Johnny Delgado.
A header out to Delgado. That's picked up by Wright.
A little bit late on that pass. Or early, depending on how you look at it.
And
looks
that's going to be a handball.
possible handball called against GP. And here is Arturo Ledesma taking the free kick for the River Valley Dust Devils out of Mojave Valley, Arizona. And long attempt. Ferris has that one, no problem.
It's a good thing it went to Ferris. There was 3 Dust Devils right there, and our defense did not drop.
And
Kind of
Butterworth
embarrassing.
attempts to get around the Dust Devils defense, but they clear it out to the side. Page throws in. Jake Santokovic-Gibo. And Here's McRoy.
Jake Santokovic takes the ball up. He's got some space to Jason Butterworth.
And looks like Caden Nichols in the box, supported by Santokovic, but no joy. Out to Squires. Attempt by Squires, right into the keeper's hands. And a follow-up by Caden Nichols.
And there we go.
Into the goal. And that's another goal on the board for the Glendale Prep Griffins, putting the score at 2 Griffins, 0 Dust Devils. That was number 15 freshman Caden Nichols with the shot after an attempt by, was it Squires who shot first?
Yes.
That's right.
We have 15 minutes left in the first half of this game between River Valley High School and Glendale Prep Academy.
Long pass intercepted by Joe Santokovic. Ends up with Hudson Mcdonald, who's got Hudson Grotti in support. Grotti trying to go somewhere. Back to right. Grotti again. He finds Butterworth.
Butterworth out, just a nice outside ball to Sam Squires. Gets around on it past the center. And that's
it
in.
Looks like it deflected up and off the keeper. Was that Caden Nichols once again in the box?
I believe so,
Yeah,
yep.
That was number 15, Nichols. Picks up a deflected pass by Squires and puts it in the goal. Score now standing at 3 Griffins, 0 Dust Devils.
Dust Devils get possession.
McDonald,
Straight
deflects
off.
2. One with his face.
Yeah. Taking a second, McDonald taking a second to shake that one off. That was right in his face.
It's like co-captain Jason Butterworth there to give him some moral support.
They're gonna sub him out. It looks like number
that
13, Jacob
classic
Rendon.
nurturing Butterworth touch that we all know him for. And sophomore Jacob Rendon coming in for Hudson Mcdonald. I don't know, have we seen Rendon in the striker position this season yet?
Nope.
Not at home, at least.
Nope, not at home.
And
Silas
McRoy.
with the header and then a
Follow-up header by Butterworth up to Nichols once again. Probably offsides, though, based on the flag, but he... Wake up, Nichols. Is he showing a card, or what's going on over here? Just a stoppage of play?
I think there's,
I
just
can't
stopping.
see. I see no yellow card in hand,
No.
so okay. Yeah.
Well, it was confusing when he stopped us before, apparently, so it's gonna make sure.
All right. Free kick, Dust Devils after an offsides call.
Jason Butterworth takes that one, and he's moving with
Moving
speed.
quickly around, back up to Nichols. Not
And
offside
they
this.
called
Wait,
that
no,
again.
offside
Nope.
once again. Yep.
He's just a step off sides, but
That was
just
a close
enough.
one. Yeah. The first one was quite a bit more flagrant, but that one was a very narrow call. All right, same thing. Free kick, Dust Devils after an offsides call. Rendon coming in. And Wright battling it out with Johnny Delgado of the Dust Devils. Santokovic, but it's out of bounds.
So far, they've been very successful on the right side attack, and now they've been trying to push down the left side. They should know.
Handball called against GP, it looks like. And now Dust Devils have put, it could be Ledesma perhaps, on the kick.
Yeah, I believe that's him. Oh no, Ledesma's on the line.
Well, there's two Ledesma, so it could be either one of them.
There we go.
Long shot, Ferris has his hands on that one.
Good deal.
Yeah. And back to Squires.
Joe's the one that's moving the most in the back. You can tell that he knows where the ball's going. Other ones seem to be reacting. He's kind of anticipating, really.
And Tyler Page running down the field.
Taking it from the defensive position all the way up. Seems like they're subbing out Grant Wright for Adam Edmiston. It's a good call by the coach. Tyler Page switches sides, and Adam Edmiston plays the weak side. Jason out to Joe. Joe back into Jake Santokovic-Gibo, who's now playing a more attacking role. He was on the back four.
And it looks like that one went wide.
Yeah, shot by Joe Santokovic-Gibo, but went wide behind the goal. We have 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Right now the score stands at 3 goals Griffin, 0 River Valley.
And there's Santokovic-Gibo up to Nichols once again, and Nichols finds his mark. Unless, was there an offsides call once again?
They called offsides again. So this is something the girls were doing really well in their game, was they weren't plugging the center. They were pulling kind of out of that center space and making runs into it. That's what Caden needs to do right now. He needs to stay back outside the box, and then when there's the opportunity, run into the box and be there. So just timing his run will make him so much more efficient, and also stop them from calling him offsides every time he gets the ball.
Well, he has put 2 goals up on the board for the Griffins, so you can't forget that.
Right.
Yep. Can't argue with goals. And
Edmiston is looking for the ball right now.
Disappeared into the bushes. Hopefully he doesn't get eaten by a horse.
For our River Valley listeners, there are horses on the other side of that fence. We're not making them up. I don't think they eat people, though.
Not yet.
No
known horse-related fatalities at GP Field so far.
We are a classical school, but Hercules' man-eating horses are not here.
And Rendon attempts something, but it didn't seem to happen the way he expected it to. But here he is, trying to pick the ball up, supported by Grotti.
Grotti passes back to...
It looks like Page has been switched over to the left side. Yeah.
Okay, Jake Santokovic-Gibo battles through, beats 2 defenders, almost a third. Jason goes for the ball, applies good pressure. Kind of messy there.
And here's Squires. Botched pass from Santokovic-Gibo ends up out of bounds with a River Valley throw-in to follow.
It's a debatable call, but they did call pushing from behind on Edmiston.
All right. Grotti with the pressure. And here's McRoy.
McRoy steps too soon. You're that far away.
Kick by number 13. That's Skinner. But Ferris has his hands on that one.
Ball back into Jake Santokovic-Gibo. A good through pass to his brother Joe, but that is not picked up.
Squires. Yeah.
Now everybody's a Santokovic-Gibo.
Eventually all the freshmen will blend into one super player. And it looks like Nichols rushing down the field once again. And defense clears it out.
It'll be a throw for Glendale Prep. Looks like Sam Squires will take it. Unless he's getting subbed out, which he is.
And who's coming in for Squires? Is that, I don't have the numbers roster anyway. Is that Gonzalez? Perhaps
It looks
Dante
like Dante,
Gonzalez?
yeah. It's my guess from this far away. Deflected by a River Valley midfielder, but still picked up by, nope, lost by GP again.
And Edmiston sends it back up. He finds Rendon. See if Rendon can get around these defenders. Looks like Rendon managed to knock someone over too, perhaps. Or maybe they just ended up on the ground.
They're going to give them a free kick, River Valley.
And Butterworth with the pressure. Going up against Alexis Ledesma.
Getting a good butt trap there.
And low header by Edmiston. And GP seems to be going the wrong way temporarily. Number 9. And Page clears that one out.
Good pass, good clear.
Yeah.
They needed that.
Yeah, there was definitely a danger there of number 9 Johnny Delgado taking a shot before Page cleared it out.
Joe Santokovic-Gibo. Back to Adam Edmiston. Joe again. Adam to Dante. Into the center. Jason's able to get a foot on it.
And here's Grotti. Over to Joe Santokovic-Gibo.
And beautiful through ball.
Gonzalez picks it up. Long attempt, out of bounds.
We have 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first half of the River Valley Glendale Prep boys varsity game. So far the score is 3 goals Griffins and 0 for the guests.
And the sun has almost set with the temperature falling at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. It's only going to get darker and colder out here for the second half.
It'll be a
Short goal kick.
short goal kick, yeah.
Pressure by Nichols.
Little bit.
Straight to Rendon.
Back into Grotti. Grotti out to Jake Santokovic-Gibo. Up to Caden.
Butterworth picks that one up.
A
Long
shot,
shot,
but
wide.
Pretty wide. Two minutes left in the half. Seems like they're wanting this half to be over.
Yeah, it seems we've seen the same thing over and over again. Long attempt, out of bounds, goal kick, Dust Devils. Rinse, lather, repeat.
All right, it's going to be a free kick here.
And is that Joe Santokovic-Gibo taking this for GP?
Yes.
All right, he'll be looking to pick up a goal here with a long shot. Off for a pass, actually, but it is cleared out by the defense.
This is a little far out for a shot. You want to kind of chip up and over the defense and hope your offense can get there. Okay, a lot of pressure by number 5, Jake Santokovic-Gibo. Adam Edmiston takes over and then back to Jake. Jake seems to be playing with the ball. and now not even close to it, and walks it out. It'll be a goal kick for goalkeeper Joe Ferris. Brought down by Jason Butterworth. He turns the ball beautifully out to the side to Dante. Dante beats one defender and off he goes. He passes to the center and Caden is onside. Passes past the goalkeeper and it is in.
And Nichols gets the hat trick he was looking for with his third goal of the evening, all in one half since being put onto the field. He wasn't on the starting lineup.
He wasn't, no.
He's only really been playing for the last 20 or so minutes.
That's right. So let's see, recap as we have 2 seconds left on the clock for the first half. 2 minutes into the game, Sammy Squires scores the first goal in 2 minutes into the first half. 25 minutes into the half, Caden Nichols scores his first. 1 minute later, he scores his second. And then on the 40th minute, Caden Nichols scores his third for a hat trick in the first half. Very good, Griffins.
Yeah, there was really only about 4 seconds left on the clock after the goal. And we're now standing at halftime. We're going to be back in about 9 minutes and 30 seconds to see the second half of the boys varsity game between the Glendale Preparatory Academy Griffins and the River Valley Dust Devils out of Mojave Valley, Arizona.
I'm Miss Rigger.
And I'm Mr. Weeb.
Hi Griffins, I'm Maddie Foreman and I am on the soccer team here at GP. I'm reaching out to let you all know that you can support my team as well as all of the other athletes at our school by giving your Arizona State tax credit to our school. By giving your tax credit, it helps so many things, such as keep our participation fees low, helps pay for uniforms, sports equipment, and even buses to our away games. So, I encourage you to please give your tax credit to our school. The athletic team thanks you.
Ms. Nightgown, that parent communique, I sent it 2 days ago. It's going out today?
Today.
We're going to get it done.
Yes, I'm on it.
I know you have a lot on your plate, but it's important.
Okay, I'll be on it.
I smell popcorn. Do you smell that?
No. Maybe it's your mask?
My mask?
Sometimes I wish we didn't have to wear masks. They're so itchy and boring. Wait, what's that sound?
Don't worry, I'm here to help. You can get your very own Griffin mask. Just go ask Mr. Garrison and bring $10. Plus, it helps support Glendale Prep.
That's great, but I don't have any money.
That's disappointing.
Wait, I have 2 nickels and a dime. Now, just how to get those dollars.
It sounded like someone's watching a game. Are you watching a game in here?
I got a lot to do, so it's not me. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I got a lot going. I got a lot to do, so.
Okay, I'll see if there's someone down here.
Hello there. I know what you must be thinking. Why does he have all these items? Well, because I'm an avid Griffin fan. This is Griffin Sportsnet, and Mr. Navarrete here, excited to take you away from the action and talk to you a little about something that's on my mind. Students, have you completed your homework? Is there anything you forgot to do? And I don't want you to do it right now because we're about to get back to the action. But remember, do your homework. And keep cheering. Because if I was watching, if I was out there, refs would say, "Oh, stop the game, who is this guy?" Autographs, Yeah, what's going on?
Did you get that email with the new observation schedule?
Oh yeah, I'll check it out right now.
Okay.
Yes, and I'll get right back to you.
All right, great.
All right.
As you can.
I'm Maddie Foreman, and I am on the soccer team here at GP. I'm reaching out to let you all know that you can support my team as well as all of the other athletes at our school by giving your Arizona State tax credit to our school. By giving your tax credit, it helps so many things, such as keep our participation fees low, helps pay for uniforms, sports equipment, and even buses to our away games. So, I encourage you to please give your tax credit to our school. The athletic team thanks you.
And welcome back to the second half of the varsity gentlemen's game between the River Valley Dust Devils of Mojave Valley, Arizona, and the Glendale Prep Griffins. The score is currently standing at 4 Griffins, 0 Dust Devils.
Sam Squires gets the ball in the center.
And now that we've switched side, we should be able to see the Dust Devils' numbers slightly better from where we're standing, since their jersey numbers are only large on the back of their jerseys.
Sam Squires through to the center. JR gets the ball. And up and over.
Yeah, a little too much power from senior JR Valenzuela.
Out to Joe Santokovic Kibo. Gets the ball knocked away from him, but he kicks it back.
That was number 15, Alexis Ledesma of the Dust Devils.
Grotti passes back to Zach Page. Back to Hudson. Hudson to Joe, but just a little bit too much out of his reach.
And pressure by Johnny Delgado.
Back to keeper Joe Ferris, but he boots it out of bounds. Gives time for the defense to regroup, midfield to get back. Passed out, cleared out by Page, Captain Zach Page. Out to the outside, Sam beats a defender. Good
Squires
through ball,
long pass
right,
to
nice to JR.
Valenzuela, who was and a
man.
beautiful fake out around the keeper and into the net by senior JR Valenzuela. And that puts the score to 5 goals Griffins, 0 goals Dust Devils.
It's 3 minutes into the second half. A goal by JR. Header by Sam Squires.
And looks like number 9 Delgado. Outmaneuvering several defenders.
Making his way down the field. And ball is pushed out by number 8, Tyler Page. Good pressure by Sam Squires. Headed up and over, picked up by Joe Ferris.
Yep. One of the Dust Devil strikers rushing in there, hoping to get an attack of opportunity, but Ferris was on it.
So that ball came off of a header, GP header. You are allowed to head the ball back or chest the ball to your goalkeeper, but not kick. So that was a good play. It was good that Ferris was paying attention and knew he could pick it up.
The keeper's awake.
Jason back to Joe Santokovic-Gibo. Chip the ball out to Sam Squires. He heads it but isn't able to bring it down.
Yeah, I think that pass was a little further back than Santokovic was hoping. And number 4, Austin Whittington making a run. Attempt on goal. by perhaps one of the Ledesmas or maybe a Cervantes.
Yes, I think Ledesmo.
But that was picked up by Ferris with probably the most challenging save he's had to do of the night so far.
Yeah, a little too close for my blood.
And let's find out what that ball ended up with the killer horses or not.
Again, Johnny Delgado on the outside, making waves again. Nice big pass onto the outside. River Valley taking their time and
Ferris has his gloves on that one.
Scooped up by the goalkeeper. Brought down by Jason Butterworth. Out to the outside, Sam Squires. Beats a defender.
Squires up to Grotti.
Grotti going pretty fast. Pass to the center. JR brings it down and scooped up by the goalkeeper.
And here's Joe Santokovic-Gibo outmaneuvering number 6, Curtis Olin. Shot on goal, just barely wide. Had a good bounce to it, but unfortunately not on target. And it looks like number 18, William Moss, taking the goal kick for the River Valley Dust Devils. And JR almost got his foot on that one. Here's Butterworth.
Joe does.
Shot on goal. And just barely deflected, and this will be a corner kick. Looks like Squires heading to the corner. GP hoping to pick up another goal on this opportunity. Looks like number 6, Olin on the front post, and no one on the back post for the Dust Devils.
Oh, and it's just bodied in by JR.
And
wow.
Nice one-timer by Valenzuela. That's his second goal of the night, bringing the total to 6-0 in favor of the Glendale Prep Griffins.
Who said you have to use your feet in soccer?
And Valenzuela still hungry for more, racing down the field. And he's going to take it forward. He's on a breakaway. Here's Valenzuela, a little too far forward.
And that's scooped up by the goalkeeper. Ah, man.
Yeah.
That all started with Jason Butterworth.
Jake Santokovic-Gibo up to Joe Santokovic-Gibo.
Out to Sam Squires. Sam to Hudson. Tipped out by River Valley.
And Squires to throw in for GP. Up to Butterworth. Oh, and bit of a bump, but no call. However, corner kick. Butterworth hoping to score on this attempt.
Headed back out by River Valley defense. Jason gets the ball again. Out to Sam. Sam into the center. Nobody's there. And Silas up and over.
McRoy takes the shot, but it goes over.
Silas made the sprint all the way from defense to get some height there for the corner kick and ends up getting a shot off.
That's right. With no Cade Cannon around, Silas McRoy is one of the tallest, if not the tallest, player on the GP side. Maybe Valenzuela's close.
Hudson controls that. Back to Jake Santokovic-Gibo. Plays into space.
Butterworth.
Up to Jason. Cross to Joe Santokovic-Gibo. Switches directions. Sam has chance there.
keeps it in bounds, and it looks like a corner kick coming GP's way after the Dust Devils defense sends it out of bounds.
Sam kicked it right off of him.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that.
I mean, it's not nice, but it's an effective play. Big kick.
Long kick. Header
and up
over,
and
unfortunately. Was that McRoy on the header?
McRoy again.
Once again, McRoy.
You can always tell because he has to sprint all the way back. Gets the defense some running in there.
Yeah. Never skip leg day.
Brought down by Sam.
And here he goes.
Beautiful.
And could it be... Oh, that's going to be in favor of the Dust Devils. Olin throwing in for the Dust Devils. And he finds Butterworth's head. And Valenzuela, keeper. And good snag by the keeper there, despite pressure from Valenzuela, who is someone I wouldn't want to be knocked down by either.
No. That is a very brave keeper to bend down in front of a charging JR. Joe Santokovic.
Oh, good pass up to Butterworth.
Jason.
Oh, but it is offside call, perhaps.
I would
Yeah.
definitely contest that. No one would care, but I would.
Can coaches contest calls in soccer? Is it a thing that happens?
They can start yelling, and then usually the refs just tell them to sit down.
Have you ever gotten thrown out of game before, Miss Roiger?
No, I haven't.
All right.
They usually don't listen to me, though.
All right.
I don't know if it's my very passive demeanor that gets them, but...
It's almost certainly because you're so meek and mild, right?
Yes.
That's got to be it.
Oh, and Hudson has it.
And breakaway by Grotti.
Oh,
Kicks around the keeper, but too far. Out of bounds.
It's good speed. I'm impressed by the speed.
Yeah, Grotti has been, in all of the home showings, a real asset to the GP side.
Right.
Lots of hustle, good pass accuracy for sure, and he's often in the right place to get the passes too.
Jason gets the ball again.
Butterworth attempt blocked by a defender. That was number 18, William Moss, and picked up by their keeper, which I believe is Kyle Buffett.
Ball is out of bounds. Looks like it'll be thrown in by Grant Wright. Is that right?
Yeah, that looks like number 9, Grant Wright.
Cleared out by the defense, River Valley defense. Joe Santokovic-Gibo taking some space. Nice through pass.
And offsides call once again. This time against, it looks like Hudson Mcdonald.
Yeah.
And here's Hudson Mcdonald once again. And two slightly late passes.
It saved us because they were offsides.
Squires
being bodied off the ball.
By Delgado, but through Squires.
Got him, and that's going to be.
And looks like a call in the box.
Right. Yeah, you
Is that
can't
pushing
slide
from behind or tripping?
A slide from behind. That's definitely a foul.
All right, who are they giving this one to? It looks like Jason Butterworth Jr. and co-captain for the GP side, number 4, hoping to score his first goal of the evening. I think would that be Butterworth's first goal at home this season?
I honestly can't remember. I don't have the stats in front of me.
And he puts it in. Textbook
beautiful.
Penalty kick from 11 meters, and that's another goal for the Griffins. That was Jason Butterworth, number 4. Score now standing at 7 Griffins, 0 Dust Devils. here's Whittington.
And he passes that ball out of bounds. Looks like Captain Tyler Page will take the throw. A little too much for Hudson. Joe Santokovic gets the ball. Switches direction. Hudson Grade out to Joe Santokovic again. Pass back. Jason out to. Oh.
And good
not
defensive
enough
play by, I think, Skinner there. No, that's Moss. Okay, penalty called against the GP side. Or not a penalty, foul.
Foul, yeah.
Foul against the GP side, free kick,
Looked like
Whittington.
He just pulled on him a little bit.
And out of bounds. GP throw-in likely to be taken by Tyler Page.
24 minutes left in the
Looks
second
like
half.
Edmiston's coming in for Grady. Interesting switch.
Jake Santokovic will move up into midfield, and Adam Edmiston will play defense.
All right, and Edmiston will take that throw. And Squires has it.
Plays the ball into the center to Joe Santokovic.
Looks like Hudson Mcdonald on the wing. Offsides.
So it looks like this is happening on purpose. All the sports dads out there already know this, but it looks like they're doing an offside trap. They're just pushing up so far and hoping for an offsides call. I don't know if that's a wise move. For River Valley, you have really fast strikers on GP side.
And good at outmaneuvering the defense, too.
Right.
We've seen a lot of good footwork and ball control by the GP side so far, so it's certainly a risky move. And here's Caden Nichols, still hungry for more, and he puts it into the net. Is that 4 now for Nichols?
Yep, that's his 4th.
4 goals for Nichols, bringing the total to 8-0 in favor of the Glendale Prep Griffins. We've got 23 minutes left on the clock. So, Ms. Roiger, tell me about the mercy rule. Is this something that is a real rule, or is it up to the officials' discretion on whether to terminate the game 20 minutes early, basically?
Yeah, so I've seen a couple game scores that have into the teens. So I'm not sure. The AIA would make that call, and then it would be up to the refs to enforce it. I didn't go to the AIA meeting. It definitely changes year to year, kind of depending on.
And number 4, that's Whittington.
Ooh.
Right to Ferris, but a big bounce on that could have been unpredictable.
Right.
Yeah.
Ferris was out of the box, but not too far.
Not unreasonably
Right.
out of it. Yeah.
Jake in the middle, up to Jason. Jason through just enough to Jacob Rendon, who gets it back to Jake. Jake
And just
goes
barely wide. Good passing by Rendon and Santokovic Gibo.
Again, that's where the defense on River Valley is just push up so far.
Yeah, and Butterworth got that pass right on the line of the defense.
Right.
But by the time they could react, the other GP strikers had already repositioned. And here's Whittington.
Good pass. Nice
forced
give
out of
and go
bounds
by
by
number 9.
Edmiston.
Edmiston again. Out to Rendon.
And Delgado picks up that attempted pass by Rendon. Butterworth fighting him for it, though. And Joe Santokovic-Gibo picks up the remains. Cleared out.
Cleared out.
Looks like that could have been Olin for the... that's number 6. That's, yep, that is Olin. Okay, here's Butterworth. And Olin sends it out the back.
Not going to mess around with that one.
All right, Butterworth on the corner kick.
hard kick out by the defense.
And Whittington moving his way down the field.
Jacob staying on him.
Delgado racing Edmiston. Ferris
rushes
out of the box.
Ferris got them out of that pickle.
And Ferris
he picks it up
save.
again.
Good long kick. And the ref is whistling full time now that the clock has passed 20 minutes left in the hat, with the game ended early. Total score, 8 Griffins, 0 Dust Devils. Giving Joe Ferris a shutout despite last-minute pressure by
And that's the ball game, folks, with the final score being
the River Valley offense.
So a quick recap of that last half. So after halftime, coming into the second half, and 3 minutes in, J.R. Valenzuela, how do you say that?
Valenzuela, I think. I mean, don't quote me. I'm definitely not a Spanish expert, but
right.
Valenzuela, I believe, is the accepted pronunciation.
Okay, J.R., I'll just say that. J.R. scored 3 minutes in, and then again 6 minutes into the second half off a corner kick from Sam Squires. 14 minutes in, Jason Butterworth put one away, his first of the evening. And then 16 minutes into the second half, Caden Nichols put away his 4th goal, making the score
8-0.
8-0.
Yeah, and Butterworth scored off a penalty kick. So, Mr. Wigger, who do you think player of the game tonight?
This was a good game. I thought we did a really good job in the midfield, just moving the ball really calmly. Joe Santokovic really controlled the ball well. Again, Hudson Grady had a really solid game. I thought Jason had a good game. He needed this one. After last game, it seemed like he was just covered man-to-man the whole time and really struggled to get things done. So I don't know if I would say, I mean, Caden Nichols, 4 goals, that speaks for itself.
Sure.
So I don't know. I think it's to be a toss-up between a midfield kind of player of the game and Caden Nichols.
I think for me, Joe Santokovic seemed to be involved in every play, setting it up. So yeah, Caden Nichols, very impressive with the scoring, but a lot of it was the result of excellent passing by guys like Butterworth, Santokovic, and like you said, Grotti and also Squires were just almost omnipresent where the ball was and was going. So
and that's what you want, right? You want a game where every player just looks really solid and the passing is good and the communication's clear. That's
how about
great.
on the River Valley side?
I thought 9 looked good.
Delgado for sure had the most offensive pressure. Yeah,
and then I don't remember what year he is. Number 18, William Moss in the backfield. I thought he did a really good job. I noticed him quite a bit. I mean, it's. And the goalkeeper, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. The goalkeeper, despite 8 goals, what you don't see on the scoreboard is all the saves that he picked up after the intense pressure from the offense tonight.
And a lot of those goals that he saved were one-on-ones. It wasn't like he had to pick up a rolling ball. He had to go one-on-one.
No, he went to ground quite a bit and put his body in the right place. So,
shout out to him.
All right, so that was the gentlemen's varsity game between Glendale Prep Griffins and our River Valley High School Dust Devils. So, I'm Phil Wiebe, and I was joined tonight by
Miss Roiger. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.
That's right.
For more Glendale Prep sports.
And we should be back next week with more exciting soccer games and every other kind of sport you can imagine that we play. Have a good night.
Good night.
Hi Griffins, I'm Maddie Foreman and I am on the soccer team here at GP. I'm reaching out to let you all know that you can support my team as well as all of the other athletes at our school by giving your Arizona State tax credit to our school. By giving your tax credit, it helps so many things, such as keep our participation fees low, helps pay for uniforms, sports equipment, and even buses to our away games. So I encourage you to please give your tax credit to our school. The athletic team thanks you.